Welcome everyone. Today we are in a different storage space here at the Indiana Historical Society, which is our cold storage. This is the space where when we have to come up to pull an item for our patrons, we always warn our fellow staff members that we're coming up here because I am terrified that I'm gonna get stuck in here forever. And in cold storage today is a collection of color photographs of Lustron homes. So my architecture buffs, my mid-century modern folks are gonna be real excited to see these cool images of Lustron homes. So come on into cold storage with me.
This collection includes 300 color snapshots of 123 Lustron houses located in Indiana and photographed around the year 2000. Lustron houses are relatively small at just about 1,000 square feet each and were designed to be affordable, maintenance-free housing that came with prefabricated, ready-to-assemble pieces. They were developed by Carl Strandlin, Vice President and General Manager of Chicago Vitreous Enamel Product Company in 1946. Strandlin had originally been seeking large amounts of steel to build gas stations for Standard Oil of Indiana. However, due to World War II, there were still restrictions on the use of steel, but one of the available uses for steel at the time was housing. Strandlin decided to use the steel panels that were originally designed for gas stations as a way to build homes. Congress jumped at the opportunity to meet the housing needs of returning soldiers, and they loaned $15 million to Strandlin and the newly formed Lustron Corporation, established by Chicago Vitreous owners Emanuel and William Hodginson. These one-story modern ranch-style homes were simply designed with large windows and built completely from enameled steel, normally used for gas stations and restaurants like White Castle. The plans made good use of the limited floor space through built-in cabinets, bookcases, sliding interior doors, and even a dishwasher that converted into a clothes washer. The Lustron Corporation initially planned to manufacture at a Chicago-based plant, but the Federal War Assets Administration leased Strandlin an almost new aircraft plant in Columbus, Ohio for $425,000 a year. With 23 acres and a central location in the city, the plant served the company's needs perfectly. As the assembly lines rolled along in Columbus, Lustron quickly started 2 nationwide marketing campaigns to create a network of builder-dealer franchises and another targeting public consumers. These ads referred to the Lustron as the house America has been waiting for, a new standard for living, and a home of cheerful convenience. A 1997 issue of Traces highlights that the low-maintenance, termite-proof homes that required magnets to hang pictures on the walls fascinated people. The homes never had to be repainted, redecorated, or re-roofed. The outside could be hosed down, while the inside walls could be wiped clean with a damp cloth. The first home was built in 1948, and over the next 2 years, there were 2,498 homes produced by Lustron, and 159 of those were built in Indiana. The houses mainly lived up to their name by being very low-maintenance houses. The common complaint about the Lustron home was the furnace design. It was built into the ceiling so that the heat would radiate down into the room. But since heat rises, the heat never reached the rest of the room, and the floors were often unbearably cold, leading to most owners choosing to modify the furnace. Costs quickly soared, and the initial retail price for the Lustron home, $7,000, soon grew to over $11,000. It also took longer than the anticipated 150 man-hours to build, taking almost 350 hours, which was still less than conventional homes. With experience, workers were able to put up the homes in about 200 hours. Unfortunately, this was not enough to keep the business afloat, and by 1949, Lustron was losing $1.5 million a month. and the government ordered foreclosure in February 1950. Of the 159 Indiana Lustrons, 3 are listed on the National Register of Historic Places: the Combs Marrow House in Chesterton, the Evans House in Columbus, and the Corbin Featherstone House in Indianapolis. What can the style and design of homes tell us about the time period they were built in? Why do you think we preserve some buildings but tear down others? Thanks for exploring the stacks with us, and we hope you join us to see what we unbox next.